Hello friends, hello friends. Let's do some probability here. So, assuming we have a standard normal variable, how can we find these probabilities? Well, the standard normal curve is this bell curve. The mean is 0, and let's say 1 is roughly about here. So what we're trying to do is find the area, in part A at least, trying to find the area smaller than z equals 1. So this region here, I want to find this area. So in principle that's complicated. We've seen that the function here is quite complicated. But thankfully we have a nice table that can allow us to find these values. So let's flip over to that table. Now this table will be given to you on tests and the final exam, but we have to learn how to use it first. So we're trying to find probability z less than or equal to 1. So this table gives us these probabilities for most of what we will ever need here. So to find this particular probability, what I need is to find the number 1 in this column here. So I'm going to scroll down. I'm into negative. These are all negative values, and they're working their way up. So I'm going to go scroll down, down, down. Oh, here I get into positive values. So I have my 1 right here. Now, if I wanted, say, probability z less than or equal to 1.06, let's say, then I would use this column here. But I don't want that. I want probability z is less than or equal to 1 on the button. So I'm going to use this column. So I use this row, this column, and the number I'm looking for is right here. So 0.8413. So this probability back here will be 0.8413. Okay, let's do another example to see how the table works. Now we're looking for less than or equal to negative 1.65. So I go back to my table, erase all this nonsense. Now I want negative 1.65. So again, I'm looking at the first column. So that's this z here. And, oh, here's my negative 1.6. So here's my negative 1.6. I want probability z is less than or equal to negative 1.65. So I need not just the 1.6, but I also need the 0.05 column. Okay, I lean back and try to figure out which number it is, and oh, here it is, right here, 0.0495. Okay, so I got negative 1.6, negative 1.65, and there's my number right there, 0.0495. Okay, let's switch this around. What if I want to find a probability that z is bigger than negative 1.65? Well, let's think about this with a drawing. I'll do my, oh my gosh, come on, straight line. Okay, that's good enough. So here's my standard bell curve. Let's say negative 1.65 is right here. Now I want to find this area here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to remember that the full area is 1. Okay, the area from minus infinity to infinity, this full area is 1. So the area I'm looking for, this guy, is going to be something that I can think of as a subtraction. So I can take the full area and I can subtract this area down here, right? So if I take the full area and subtract this area, then I will get, indeed, the area I want, which is this guy in blue here. So for that reason, I'll be writing this as 1 minus the probability that Z is less than or equal to negative 1.65. And thankfully, we just found this in part B. So I got 1 minus 0.0495, which is an awkward number. What is that? 0.9. You know what? I'm going to mess this up. Let me just be careful here before I make a complete fool of myself. Go into my little Google search bar, as I usually do. I love Google. 9505. I want to do that subtraction with a little help from my friend Google. Okay, again, finding areas that are bigger or above a certain number, I think of it as a subtraction. You know, the full area is 1, and I subtract the red area, and I get the blue area. Okay. Now, if I want to do this guy, now this is something I can visualize as, here's my 0, 1.5, let's say it's here. Then 1 would be, let's say, here. So this guy, part D, I'm trying to find this area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a difference, right? I'm going to take this area and then subtract this area here. So that is equal to probability Z less than or equal to 1.5 minus the probability Z less than or equal to negative 1. And these two things I'm going to have to look up in my table. So I got 1.5 and negative 1. So 1.5 will be, look at the first column, and I go find, 1.5. Here's 1.5. And I want the first column, since it's just 1.5 flat, so I get 9,332. And then I'm going to subtract this guy, which I will find. So I'm looking for negative 1 in the first column. Negative 1, here it is, right there, and it's negative 1 flat. So I got 0.1587. And then I will lean again on my friend Google. Minus 0.1587. Oh, okay. And I got 0.7745.